What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review. Today we're doing another Grea VOD review just because I'm pretty sure Grea might be the world's best PBE player. This guy is playing in PBE in-houses. I mean, look at the lobby on the right there. Dish Soap, Phoenix, T-Lights, Soju. Like, he's playing in PBE in-houses every day. He's smurfing on the in-houses. I was like, maybe I should VOD review Dish Soap. I pull up Dish Soap's VOD on PBE. He's bot 4, Grea. You know, first, second, first. Like, this guy is just a beast. So we're gonna do some more Grea VOD reviews on the public beta environment. Only a little bit to go with PBE. It's the set comes out Wednesday, so that should be really hype. Also, I will say Project PBE Saturday and Sunday starts 10 a.m. Eastern time. I am going to be co-streaming with Kai, so I'll drop Kai's link in the description down below. So we'll be I'll be watching it with him, so that should be really fun. All right, first augment here. Grea does this thing. He does it again where he just hides his other augments because +3 gold is so gross. Does he want to take a mentorship? I mean, mentorship seems fine. Now he's going to roll it. Okay, Clockwork. It's pumping up quite solid. And yeah, we're just going to grab the pumping up here. Pretty solid, I would think, also with like a Shojin slam, just because like the attack speed's going to feed into the Shojin nicely. It'll just, I'm not sure exactly what comp we would play. I mean, we'd play AP Flex from there. Also, have the opportunity to level up here. Not much to level 4, but I mean, you still get to make gold this round even after leveling, so it seems pretty chill, all things considered. And yeah, I mean, the spot seems solid. The Gargoyle slam comes down, so we make the Shojin slam, so it is going to be an AP game. This is honestly the reason I wanted to VOD review this game, is also we oversold by one. Oh, we're holding Morgana pair over another Techie. I mean, that's fair enough. But this is honestly the reason I wanted to VOD review this game, is because we play AP. And I played a good bit of PBE, but I feel like so much of my own PBE experience has been me playing around this, I mean, the Zera unit. I've played different reroll stuff, and just like casual AP flex, I really have not gotten that many reps in. So wanted to see just a solid AP flex game from Grea, who I think is, I mean, one of the best players out there. So yeah, it should be fun here. We get to hold the rest of these units. Really not much going on as far as the units in our shop. Also, we will probably lose sometime relatively soon. We'll see when. Do pick up the Vhagar here, who is usually a fantastic in on this board because he is a Cyber Boss and a Techie, and we're actually, yeah, gonna move items over to him. Just play around Vhagar 1 as our item carry here. We do lose the Seraphine Paraffine, which feels a little bit bad, but we get to keep a remover. So upside is, you know, you get the remover, and like, are you hitting Seraphine too? I mean, you might. Also interesting, just the prio he puts on playing this Morgana unit onto his board. I mean, seems pretty reasonable. She dealt 1300 damage. Looks like Grea just values Morgana as a solid +1 on these early boards, because he could have thrown in another random Techie, which I would think like on balance might be a little bit better, though obviously you're getting that Divinicore value here. Item on carousel here, we just have the bow open, right? So we're gonna take Cloak here. Really not much. I mean, obviously we're not going to slam a Renans here. We do get to get 4 Techie in here. That's why we held on to this other stuff here. So this is going to be a solid mid game. And yeah, I mean, this is a very standard Techie opener, right? You play literally, I mean, exactly this board on level 5 and under all circumstances, and then you item carry either a 2-star Zyra, a 2-star Seraphine, or in this case, it's a Vhagar 1. We're not going to play Vhagar this game because we don't have the blue buff. I'd be quite surprised we ended up actually playing a Vhagar game, but this is just a good AP opener, and you know, the AP opener that you would want to default to under most circumstances. I'm not actually sure what the level up is. I mean, it could be this Morgana. As far as, yeah, I mean, we do have this Mordekaiser now who we can fit, so maybe it'll be like a bruiser with him. So yeah, I mean, the nice thing is it's a little bit extra frontline, and like we're probably good on damage with the fact that we have a Vhagar too, though we are fighting, my god, Dummy with a gun, Syndicate. They have a giant Darius here. Yeah, I mean, we're never winning this fight, so our streak's gonna be a little bit mixed here. Not ideal. Win, loss is not your favorite, but I mean, kind of what you set yourself up for when you win the first 2 fights with pumping up. I mean, we're never really gonna 5 streak this game unless people were like super trolling, so that's life. If we get 0 gold here, I imagine we're just going to make 40 by selling the Seraphine and the Morgana, but we'll see. I mean, I think the Shyvana pair is pretty reasonable. And, you know, it'll be nice for us. We pick up one of these orbs with 1,000,000 units in it, so we can just sell a lot of this stuff, make 50. Item wise here, I mean, we have a red buff and then either a Declaw or a Gargoyle depending on the lobby. Potentially, I'm actually curious to see what the item prio is here. We're going to make the Shiv. We get the Fiddlesticks in, who's another dude that kind of fits nicely on this board. There's, I mean, if you ever find a Cho'Gath, I think you'd be very pleased to fill out the traits, but that's probably not going to happen. Can't really play a Fiddle game. And yeah, the red buff's going to come down and Declaw gets made. Okay, so He seems to care about the declaw here. This is a lobby where he's got it a little bit, and I don't know how much AP we actually... Yeah, that person's AP. This person probably not. So, I mean, there's a little bit of AP in this lobby, so it seems reasonable enough to make a declaw. And also maybe just doesn't care about Gargoyle, especially when we're playing around these bastions. All right, second augment here. We have a Black Market augment to start off with. Obviously not going to take Titanic Strength here. Doesn't do anything. It's plus no gold, by the way. I think they changed it, so Black Market just doesn't give you plus gold because it was, I mean, probably already good enough. I mean, binary here gives you 2 full items, and we're in a pretty strong spot. I think this is a pretty reasonable take here. The other options are like, all right. So I think you can reroll them. And yeah, I mean, I think binary is a great take here. I mean, easy enough. We already had binary value basically made, and now we get it. We also get the Gragas in here for Bruiser and for Divinicore still. So yeah, just filling out the extra kind of like gaps in the board with Divinicore. Also, ooh, that was kind of a crazy Morgana setup there. Blue buff Nashers. And there was +1, and they had Luden's Echo, I believe. Phoenix here has the high-end shopping with the pumping up here, so he's gonna, I mean, honestly, he's surprisingly healthy for the fact that he's basically down 2 augments, though. I guess he's only down the second augment now at this point, so probably gonna have a really, really rough stage 3, and ideally for him, spike stage 4, but we'll see. Pick up these Seraphines. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is just like, what are we aiming to play? I really want to see just kind of like what board we default into, and we'll see. Maybe we'll high roll something that'll make us want to play something more than something else, but I think it's really like understanding what people's kind of like priority is, you know, like what comp they just lean into from nothing. And this is basically from nothing. It's just a generic AP opener. I mean, we have techies, but like, are we really going to play, I mean, like a super vertical techie game? I mean, we'll see. I think under normal circumstances, maybe you could do that. It's just like, I don't love vertical techie that much, but all right, we'll see. We have still that Chain Vest open on Shiv. If we want to slam something, we could also just start taking more items as far as like not making slams, stuff like tier, yeah, just to build into other, like a duo carry, right? We're gonna have Children Red buff on somebody, maybe like a brand. I could definitely see us playing into that kind of like strategist idea. We are going to play 6 Techie for now. All right. I mean, it's a decent spike. They did buff vertical Techie, so maybe with the buffs, it's actually like a techie game. I'm excited to see because yeah, I played around techie early on in like I remember I played playtest, got like 8 techie and just got creamed. Like I did not win like a single fight with 8 techie, and I was like, this trade sucks. And since then they've buffed it. So maybe we're finally at the point here where 8 techie or you know, even 6 techie. I mean, Vagar dealt almost 10,000 damage there, so that's definitely not bad. And we have a lot of solid pairs in this spot. All right, we pick up the Yuumi as well, though, holding on to that. Okay. Because that's an important priority. Strategist, AMP for that kind of like strategist board that we've talked about before. So that's also something that could maybe get played towards here. We will see what the rest of the game holds for us. But yeah, I mean, honestly, surprisingly healthy here for Grea. I mean, we really have almost no upgrades on this board. It's just the Shiv and the Poppy. And our first augment is really not a strong combat augment. The second augment really carried us. I feel like, yeah, this binary saved us so much HP. And yeah, wow, we actually 5 streak here. That is crazy. My God. I mean, we have a lot of gold now. Yeah, I'm going to sell off a lot of this other stuff. Get out of like those Divinicore units, because I mean, we're never playing that. And I mean, we're looking at just like level next round and roll, because we're rich enough with the 5 streak here and the extra gold from the TF encounter. We're also going to get some more gold. That's a lot of items. That's 2 more binary items if we want it. So that's really, really nice. All right, so Vex, not even going to hold on to Vex there. This is what I want to talk about priority wise. All right, we hold the brand here. We fit the Nico in. So this is just a 6 techie board right now. Can move some items. We're actually not going to move everything over. We're just going to make brand items here. So he is actually, yeah, okay. So we're going to double. Wow, we're just going to carry all these techies. JG is the setup here. Didn't even make like a Shiv when we could have made it. That's surprising to me, but really just values the JGs with the extra AP from Techie here. Kind of, wow, it's kind of a crazy setup, but I kind of love it. All right, let's see what last augment is here. I mean, I don't think you care for misconnections. Is just glass cannon? I mean, it synergizes fine with techies. Yeah, I think this is solid. So pick up an Urgot here. I don't think we really care about that, but yeah, it's a techie game. We have the Seraphine that we can play. I think you should still hold on to this Fiddle, though. He's MR Shred. This is, we've talked about before about how like the techie board, like Fiddle has built in MR Shred. Alawi is built in MR Shred, but we're obviously not playing Alawi. Wow, okay. Phoenix did hit decently on his roll down. Found a Zac 2. Not a ton of damage on his board, but Zac 2 looks tanky enough, especially versus our board, which is just not very tanky at all to kind of clear us. And yeah, we're going to sell off some of this other stuff here. Sells off the Fiddles. Yeah, just doesn't even care about Fiddle. would rather play these like lower cost techies. Huh, that's pretty interesting. Oh, brand pair could be big. Yeah, I'm surprised we're not rolling deeper here. There's more too. That's at least something here. Thinking about fitting Echo in over Cyberboss Bastion. Like you really wants to get this Echo in for Strategist. I mean, it's very, very solid stats onto your board. But yeah, I don't think you can drop Bastion Cyberboss. Yeah, I don't know how you would fit this Echo outside of dropping down to perhaps 4 Techie. I mean, we are playing these kind of garbage Techies right now. So maybe it's as easy as dropping the Zyra and dropping the Seraphine. You still keep Street Demon because you'll be playing Echo. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable to me. We'll see. But whoa, actually, can we check damage there again? Then that looked interesting. Yeah, I mean 3k damage from a 0-item Seraphine is not bad, and then obviously other units doing some work. I mean, I see it. I see the techie vision. He's kind of popping off here. Item-wise, I mean, we're pretty good. I mean, we still, like I said, don't have the Marshred built, but it really seems like it's just not something that we need to prioritize at all. It seems like, yeah, it's just not something that Grea cares about. I mean, we can make static shiv if we want to. Ooh, that's Veigar 2, which is going to save us a lot. Okay, maybe he is going to, yep, make the shiv now. Okay, I like this, yeah, because now you can still make all this stuff. Okay, so he just pryos JG higher than Shiv, which is interesting to me. The second JG even that he prioed higher than making like Shiv and spreading components. But okay, we end up making the Shiv. We have red buff Shiv now, so we have heal cut, we have a Marsh Red, we have some amount of tank items, really like very low on the tank items, obviously. And we're almost looking at a fast 9 here, actually. I mean, 60 HP. It's a not like, I mean, we have a prismatic augment here, so it's not like I would call it a prismatic lobby, but yeah, almost looks like a fast 9. It's just we're a little... This is one of those sketchy fast 9s where you're a little poor, right? Like, we don't have 2-star frontline. At least we hit that Nico on the roll down. I mean, at least we have the Mord too as well. Like, there's some stuff, and hopefully the Shiv can carry us there, but yeah, just 2-star techies into fast 9. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely a bit scary, but this is one of those situations where like this is a very good kind of like limit test. And if Grea can actually reasonably fast 9 from this spot, also Phoenix just ends up dying, rest in peace. But like if we can actually make it to 9 here, this is like a huge like tech to have in your back pocket. Just saying, okay, if I hit a decent techie opener, I can just Veigar 2, Shyvana 2 into fast 9, even with no econ augment. It's just econ portal is the big thing. Remember, it's TF. You get, he throws you some gold cards, I guess. But yeah, okay, another item. We cannot binary. No, we can binary. We would just have to spread. Well, no, we can't get 2 more binary items is essentially, we're binarying 1 thing. So, and wow, he actually opts to just make all the slams. I mean, you can only make 4 binary items with this like new binary. So he opts to just play for the 4 binaries and just, you know, he's got this 1 random component sitting around. Maybe eventually we can make use of that with binary. Take another loss here, but we do have a lot of gold to roll down here. I'm honestly down to bring it down to a 1x speed for this roll down just to see what he prios and what we want to go for here. There's God of the Net. I mean, that's usually something you want to fit. Ziggs pair. I mean, Echo 2. He was really looking at it. Yeah, holds the Koboko as well. Brand getting picked up as well. We're in a lot of good units for this. But the question is, what do you start cutting? I mean, it's got to be, yeah, getting out of these lower cost techies. Gonna cut Mord as well. Interesting. So dropping down, maybe really, I mean, he's still, oh, but I mean, it's 4 Street Demon. Why do we care so much about this Zyra as our techie? Huh. But I mean, his idea is, okay, actually he does get Mord back in. Oh, okay, this is our situation. Still 4 Street Demons, so I feel like Zyra can't be the best techie for us to play, but this is the pivot. Okay, and then we keep, it's 3 Cyber Boss here. We have Poppy, we have Koboko, we have Ziggs. We sold Veigar though. I mean, wait, he blew it, right? Had he just played Veigar over this, we would have 4 Cyber Boss. That must be the board that he wanted to play for. He just kind of blew the transition. Hey, it's PBE. Everybody makes mistakes. We really want to find a Veigar to replace this Zyra. And then, okay, let's pause and look at the board real quick, because that's actually, this is such a cool board. So if you can cut Zyra here, the traits are beautiful here. You get 4 Cyber, 4 Techie, 3 Strategist, 3 Street Demon, Bastion, and Bruiser. Wow. That's such a cool board. Okay, so just remember that. You're kind of using... You're using the Veigar to bridge you into 4 Cyber Boss, into 4 Techie as well, and then you're just throwing in the Street Demon Strategist as well to fit Street Demon in on the board, and then you can fit Bastion and Bruiser in with the Techies. Wow, that's such a cool idea. We need the Veigar though, so hopefully we find it. We find this as another Techie. I mean, I do think you'd still really like to find, okay, we don't have it though. Ends up actually, what did he sell there? He sold the Poppy. Okay, so we're going to get out of this dream. We're going to say, okay, you know what? We're so far away from this, and like we are 17 HP. We kind of need to make all our slams if we're going to die. So we just dropped down to 2 Cyber Boss, just Cyber Boss the Ziggs at this point. A little bit tragic because obviously Cyber Bossing the Koboko would have been great, but I mean, this board is still pretty solid. So wow, ooh, really close fight. We also got out of God of the Net just because, I mean, yeah, I think we had this out last round as well, right? But it's just like too hard to actually fit on this board. Fair enough. All right, items wise here, we can pick up TG here. I mean, it's Nico too. You kind of have to take it. And yeah, we don't even have another, I mean, we can't binary any more items because there's no more binary value. So TG here, not bad. And like, if we can get a TG onto like a Koboko too, you'd be pretty happy. I mean, give up on God of the Net at this point, hold this stuff. Yep, I think that makes sense. And now we just roll down, hope for an upgrade, don't find one. Gonna move the tank items onto the Nico, and then TG is just gonna go on to probably the big hitty man. Whoa, really? Viego, really? Yeah, okay, it must be Viego. Yeah, it was, I thought he was hovering Shiv for a second. I was like, huh? But yeah, it must be Viego. Okay, so then this is another cool version of the board. So you drop some of those Cyber Bosses. You end up losing out on Bastion because obviously you're dropping Poppy, but then you end up just playing Strategist on this board. And I mean, it's solid. You're playing around Ziggs, who is not bad by any means. And you get to fit in some decent 5 costs. There's Renekton, who you'd love to fit on this board. But is there a good way to fit him? I mean, you could drop Bruiser Techie. You could just drop a Strategist for Renekton. I wonder if that's not better, just dropping Yuumi. She's not anything else, right? We're not playing any AMP. Drop 1 Strategist and get a Renekton, you get Bastion and you get a good unit. I mean, his idea must be that, like, yeah, you could do that, but, like, are you... Oh my god, is Ziggs a genius? He just threw that bomb and blew up backline. But the idea must be, like, I mean, who really cares that much about a 0-item Renekton? Like... Yeah, and then also who's going to hold our red buff tier if we do move those items over? Like, it doesn't make that much sense. I guess you could throw it onto Viego and then move the TG over. I mean, I'd hold the Renekton. If you hit Renekton too, you should definitely play it, but we'll see. Because, yeah, I mean, honestly, the slot that the Zeri's in is really not that... I mean, it's good. 4 Strategist is solid, but it's definitely cuttable. That's another brand. Yeah, I don't know if you can really play for that brand 3 with this amount of gold. And, I mean, good call to honestly not hold it, because, I think it's a bait. So we roll down here, pick up almost everything. Pick up, I mean, this can just be final tank item onto somebody. Final BT. Oh, we're really gonna, okay, we're gonna go for it. I mean, this plays for higher cap. I was thinking you just take like a decent tank item onto Nico and just, guarantee you have a good item. But I mean, the binary items, I mean, they're always good. So yeah, you just take the BT for Koboko. You say, you know what, I'm gonna make it to 6 to the next carousel. You still can't get another binary item at that point, and that is gonna mess up your binary item. So I'm actually curious to what carousel would look like. I guess you could always remover the tier off of this thingy. Yeah, you don't, and we still have 1 more remover actually. Okay, I like that a lot actually. So the idea is, I mean, yeah, this dude is not going to get it, but the Koboko is going to get it instead. I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense. I like this a lot, and we're kind of clearing boards now that we have the Viego too. I mean, this board looks great. 4 Strat, 4 Techie. We're locked into top 3, maybe top 2, maybe top 1. Oh my god! Continue to roll down here. Really just digging for Koboko too. We find it, but we're 1 gold off of being able to buy it. I mean, that's pretty tragic. Ooh, we actually make the swap out. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's no, yeah. I mean, makes perfect sense. We had a Techie in shop, and Shyvana's not Bastion anymore. I was thinking like you're losing Bastion, but you're not, because we're not playing Bastion. So we actually do get to make the upgrade here. So this is huge. I don't know why Koboko rolls GS. I don't know if that's... I mean, honestly, he's kind of doing a lot of work with it. Maybe I shouldn't have talked smack about the GS Koboko. Ooh, that is such a rough fight. Oh, I mean, honestly though, ooh, Strategist +1 is huge here. Oh my god, it's too good. But I was gonna say, imagine we hadn't made Koboko 2 there and we had not killed enough units and we had actually died. Like, that actually could have been the diff there. We get this 2-star. We're going to move these items over. Now we can tier back there so that we can guarantee that she gets the item. And we have a Strategist Koboko, which Strategist onto units is just so good, honestly. It's just disgusting. I mean, this has got to be... I mean, that last fight was so close. We'll see what happens. We're fighting this board, who is kind of a hilarious, just like 1-cost hero. Vi 3, Kindred 3, and Cog 3 is what they played with Preparation. I mean, I'm surprised that board even made it to the top 3. It is going to go down. Is that it must be T-Light's board. Yeah, T-Light does go down. I mean, that board looks... I mean, I'm surprised at top 3, but maybe it's Sleeper OP or something like that. Ooh, wait, we're also... The idea here is that we are putting Battle Boss, or Cyber Boss, it's called, onto the Koboko here. All right, so Cyber Boss Koboko, it makes his just ability do way more. Yeah, I mean, I could certainly see it. Cyberboss on his Ziggs is so good, but good to know that he prios to like Cyberboss on the Koboko over Cyberboss on the Ziggs, because honestly would have thought it was Ziggs, but I mean, the Koboko did a lot of work there. We do end up dying. I mean, surely it's not a Cyberboss diff. Maybe not. In any case, a very, very solid. I actually want to go back and check real quick. The fight before that, we were Cyber Ziggs, right? Yes. I don't know about this swap to Cyber Koboko at the end. I mean, obviously, I don't know for sure that it like lost us the game, but maybe it could have. Okay, in any case, a really, really cool game from Grea, showing just a very, very solid AP Flex Techie setup with, I mean, so many different variations. Techie feels so flex, and AP feels so flex this set. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Metafy, all my other links down below, and I'll see you guys. And go watch the co-stream for Project PBE Finals. It's gonna be really, really sick. Some crazy people are in there. Wait, do I still have it open? I do. I literally have it open. Good thing I didn't have something else. I mean, Title. I mean, what else do you need to watch? Title is qualified. YBY1, Marcel P, Lighty Go. Like, is this Dizzy? Is this Dizzy Land? If this is Dizzy Land, that's crazy. David A's, Kaito, QA. Like, there are a lot of really, really good players. Taro, Michael. Like, this is going to be a stacked Project PB Finals. So, like, it is going to be on the level of like a Worlds lobby. So, hope you guys tune in, and I'll see you guys there on the co-stream.